S01.3. Oh, welcome to Watch With Us, everyone. I'm here with...
Dave, and it's colder than a hot fucking Tauntaun's tit outside.
It's like when it gets cold, we get more energy. It's like you're storing it up because you're like trying to fight off the coldness.
Your body thinks you're dying.
Yeah. So welcome back, everybody, to Watch With Us. We are very excited to be watching... what's it called?
The End of Yar?
Yeah, just be called The Skin of Evil, which is way too cool of a title for one of the shittiest episodes ever. The Skin of Evil, like you could apply that to like dozens of episodes that would fit better.
Like a Dirty Admiral, that would have been good.
Yeah, or the one where they have like the symbiotes in them.
Yeah,
and shit.
that would have been good.
There's got to be other ones too. I can't think of off the top of my head. But that's such a badass title for such a mediocre episode. I'm looking at the fucking Wikipedia here. Fucking, if you don't know, Denise Crosby, Yar, decided to make the horrible decision of leaving the show because they weren't writing Yar up to her standards. She actually said if there's an exchange between her and Worf at the very beginning of this episode, and she said it was the best dialogue they'd ever written for me, and if the more dialogue had been like that, I wouldn't have left the show.
Well, it's like you're a secondary character. Like you gotta
tertiary.
Tertiary.
Yeah, like she's like with Wesley and Worf.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Data's above her, Geordi's above her.
That's true.
Crusher, Troy, Riker. Like she's definitely third tier bridge officer, and they gave her a lot to do.
Yeah.
There was whole episodes that were just about Yar, and she's still. Like, and it's the first season. Give it a chance, bitch. And she chops at the bit to come back any chance she gets. She plays a whole new character, which is her daughter. Yeah. She comes back for Yesterday's Enterprise. She comes back for the series finale. Like, she's always coming back. Like, immediately regretted that decision. She had to have immediately regret that. Especially when she was doing softcore porn for fucking Showcase, like, a year later.
Right. That's when you go. Yeah. Oh, what are your lines of dialogue like now?
Yeah.
Better. It's like going to the optometrist. Better or worse?
The one thing I have to say is her memorial at the end is touching.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool that they do that for a main character.
And they bring it back later with Data.
Yeah, because we watched the Babel when what is it? Fully functional.
Yeah.
Fully functional. Yeah.
But
and,
he brings up the little hologram of her.
Yes, because he keeps it around. Why would he keep that around? We'll sell mental values. Da, 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 da,
Yeah,
like,
like see, you're not just a fucking machine.
Apparently, though, they filmed him out of order. So the last episode they filmed after this one, Symbiosis. Like, what did we watch last week? What was that?
I don't know. Whatever.
Anyway, there's the very last scene she's in. She actually turns to the camera and waves. And waves bye to the fans. Yeah. We didn't notice the last time we watched it, but apparently in the show notes, that's what happens. There was one other thing that I thought was funny in the Wikipedia thing. They try to play it off like the episode was written with Yar dying. And then she decided to leave, so then they ran with that episode, which is complete horseshit. You just had a red shirt security officer dying, and then you suppled in Yar for a fucking red shirt.
Yeah.
And, like, even at the time, it was considered one of the worst episodes so far. Like,
yeah,
it aired.
It is. You can totally tell it's just thrown together.
Yeah, it aired, and immediately the critics were like, this was garbage. Okay, so let's turn off that, just in case. And,
I've got timer.
Not quite yet, guys. I'll figure out. Oh shit! I'll figure out how to start that with it on pause.
Someday, but not today.
Not today.
Future Harrison, fix this.
Okay, I can do this. Like this.
And start.
We're pretty synced up there. Okay.
Oh look, the nacelles aren't lit up.
Weird. Wrong.
Wrong.
No.
Wrong.
You need those lit up to do fucking.
No, they probably have a reason.
No way. That was a mistake right there.
You done fucked up?
Oh shit. They're probably explaining it right now, but I don't have the subtitles on.
Oh, I guess not.
Huh.
Oh shit.
That would have been cool, a scene to see. Yar and Worf sparring.
Yeah.
What's that? I don't know if it's the first episode, but doesn't Riker walk in on one of his training sessions?
Yes.
And like pick up a knife or something and join him? Like that was I like that scene. I can't remember what episode
I don't
it was,
know.
but.
I think they're talking about a different thing, but like, because Worf does his own exercises where he fights like that skull-looking monster. Like
Yeah,
Castle Grayskull.
this is probably a straight-up Federation human competition.
Yeah, more like that game that Riker's dad and him play.
Yeah, but like, they're saying straight up martial arts. Martial arts covers.
Oh yeah, they have that gym class too, eh?
Yeah, but I mean, if they're doing a martial arts competition, I'm thinking straight up.
Yeah, like judo
UFC.
and all that stuff. Yeah.
Because we're so far into the future, you can't just have a karate match.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get enough.
Gotta mix everything together.
Yeah, you have to mix everything together. And plus, there's how many goddamn planets in the Federation?
Yeah.
Like there would be like thousands of different styles. It would be like Muay Thai from Babylon 5.
Yeah.
Like all the different, and that was even stupid because they were like, oh yeah, this one particular race mastered the martial arts. It's better than judo, better than karate. You just learned this one. Forget all the other ones. Like what?
The whole point is to figure out a trick to fuck the other guy over. Oh shit is hitting the fan.
Well, maybe they did have the nacelles off for a reason.
Oh, he didn't like the lieutenant being in charge of engineering right now. He's like, of course. God damn it, Lieutenant.
That's why they're resequencing the dilithium crystals.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's why.
So it wasn't okay. All right, episode. We'll forgive you this time.
Jordy's like, God damn it, I should just go fucking down there and fix myself.
I'd love to see that episode, like the
Where he
between the
loses
seasons.
it.
Oh, when he asks the first name, because there's just a smash cut in one episode, and he's chief engineer. You never see him get promoted. You never see anything. I'd love to see that episode.
Yeah.
When he like walks into engineering in that orange suit for the first time, or the yellow uniform for the first time, and he's just like, "What have you guys been doing? Really?" Like, and just like whips them all into shape.
Guess what? You're now maintaining Jeffrey's Tube 13.
You never. Oh, that's a nice shot.
You don't see that too often, eh? You see that shot, the high center shot with like when like aliens take their souls or whatever the fuck, like
well,
inhabit their body, like.
And on the bridge too, it's very rare.
It's like the first season, I guess they didn't like some of the things, so those were the things that they cut, like the things that you don't see in the later seasons. They're like, they didn't really
like shots and like rooms and stuff.
Because they tried, I think they tried more experimental shit in the first season. That's why it's kind of weird.
Well, it's funny how they build sets and build like a whole episode around it, and then just never use it again because they're like, oh, that room was stupid. But like, the only one that ever really comes back is the holodeck and the main engineering.
Yeah.
Like you never like stellar tarkography is like different every time you see it.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense though because you just take chunks of rooms and hallways and you just rearrange.
Yeah, it's all
like
modular. Yeah, so. But you think they'd keep the set 1, set 2, like a little diagram of which ones to go together. So if
how do we have this hooked up again, Frank?
Yeah. Get modular 2, modular 16, and modular 4, and put them.
Fucking, how do we get Troy's room in here again?
I can't remember like the first time I watched this episode, but I must have assumed Troy was gonna die.
Yeah.
Because that's what you think at the throughout the whole thing. You're like, oh, okay. They're like, if you watch this episode as, oh, this is the episode where a crew member dies. Like,
well, I was never expecting like them to kill anybody off.
Well, it's 88.
Yeah.
Like they don't do that in syndicated television shows. They don't kill off main characters.
Not yet. Anyways.
No, never happened.
Started that,
and that's why this episode was kind of notable.
Yeah.
Was because like, oh, they went the way, and you're like, well, no, they didn't really go the distance. They were dealing with the shitty situation of one of their actors breaking their contract or asking to be let out of their contract. And which I always assumed that she breached her contract and she left. And that's why she didn't do dick all afterwards. Because that's not a good thing to have on your resume.
Yeah. Got a bit of a black mark there.
And she comes back and does the Trekkies shit. Like, it's the only case of leaving Star Trek being worse for your career than staying on Star Trek.
Somebody had to make the case, huh?
Yeah. You had to be the exception to prove the rule, didn't you?
Oh, Mr. Lynch.
Okay, so it wasn't that big a deal. They got the engines working again.
Everybody just kind of flew past this. Nobody gave a shit.
Okay, virtually no
atmosphere.
No atmosphere, but they go down and there's oxygen.
Well, they said minimum for us, so there is atmosphere.
But why would there be oxygen? Sure, there's atmosphere. There's atmosphere on fucking Mars, but there wouldn't be oxygen because there's no goddamn plants.
Yeah, exactly. No plants. Well, then what the fuck?
It's really a double-edged sword with these planets that Star Trek comes up with, because like either it's standard Star Wars desert planet, water planet, or Earth. It's just fucking Earth.
And we open the hatch to the shuttlecraft to what the fuck we don't know.
Just fucking Northern California. They're just like blue skies. And fucking, you're like, what? Like, lazy. It wouldn't, scientifically it makes sense. We wouldn't land on planets that had purple skies and shit, because we wouldn't be able to live on them.
Well, what I don't understand is why this shuttlecraft was going so close to this planet.
I still
would crash on it.
I dance around in my
Unless
head.
they were ditching on it, I guess. They were like, oh fuck.
I dance around in my head what's
so you never
the
see
concept?
that shuttlecraft.
You see him stopped, I think, in the first season.
Yeah, like
isn't that one of the
ones.
ones? Isn't that one of the ones that Picard shoots himself in? The time one. That's maybe second season. I think Pulaski's already there by then. So maybe that's the first time we've seen that shuttle.
Because it's like smaller than the fucking.
It's like a
one.
2-man shuttle, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a dead guy in there with her. But what I have struggled to understand my entire Star Trek fandom is, how do shuttles go to warp? Do they burn through their dilithium crystals and they have to replace them like fuel?
I don't know.
Because these fuckers can do warp 6, and like that's Constitution. That's Kirk's Enterprise speed. I
don't know about warp 6. I thought they were.
Oh, they can at least go warp 6.
I thought they were limited to like warp 1, 2,
no,
whatever. Like.
No. Why would you use warp? That's light speed.
Yeah.
It's useless to try to catch up to the Enterprise. Like that's
why it's a shuttlecraft. You use it to get around places.
You'd be using that. What do you call it?
I think that's why they had runabouts.
You'd be using that in the solar system.
Runabouts would be like.
But again, a runabout. Where the fuck is the warp core on a runabout? Yeah. And how big is it? It's only one deck.
Yeah.
So you can't have like huge. Like, it doesn't. I don't get how they're explaining that. And straight up in the original series,
that's what's hidden inside the fucking conference table in the back of the fucking runabout. Guys, should we be sitting this close to this thing?
Yeah, they have to do multiple warps. At least warp 5 or 6. Because how do you get to a starbase to like? What's the point? Let them just stay at the starbase. The Enterprise will come back and get you because it's going to take us an hour and a half.
They have to do.
No, they don't. They do. The desert planet where the stupid water with Wesley. Yeah. Like we're gonna detour here and go off to this planet, and then we'll catch back up to you. They have to be doing equivalent speeds, or the Enterprise is going for a week. We'll do warp 7.
Yeah,
so
we'll be here for a week. We'll see, then we'll see you there.
Yeah. But like the distances we're talking about, the Enterprise actually traveling, going from one solar system to the next, would be ridiculous in a shuttlecraft. There'd be no point. You do warp 9 from one star to the next in seconds.
See, I figured that's why they had to split. They had them split up across different classes, like a class whatever. You'd be like, oh well, that one can do interplanetary.
Okay, sure.
And this one can do fucking interstellar.
But again, you get up to.
But once you have to run
even the Maquis fighter.
Yeah.
Like that, I'm assuming that never goes to warp. But how the hell is that a feasible thing to do?
Yeah.
Like how do you fight across star systems?
You need like a battle star to fucking haul it around.
Yeah, exactly. And then like that doesn't make any sense. So a Maquis fighter has to have a warp core. If the Maquis are actually posing a threat to the Cardassians, then those things have fucking warp cores, which is okay. It's a 2-seater and it's a huge ship, so I'd say you can have a miniature warp core in the back of that thing.
Because there's nothing else. There's no other room.
Exactly. There's torpedoes and fucking a warp core back there. That's it. Probably 10 or 20 torpedoes max. But a runabout, any of the other shuttles, there's no explanation to how those things do warp. Even warp 1, which it can't just do. Like it doesn't make sense.
Oh, they're running the film backwards.
God. Oh, so he was lowering in?
Yeah. Yeah, so you know it's dripping off him?
How did you guys think this was a good idea?
Poor guy in the suit.
Like they literally just threw a tarp on a guy and covered him in fucking grease. Like,
I think the grumpy old man of the universe.
I make fun of the Fishman. Do you remember that episode of the Fishman? Yeah. Like that's piss poor.
Yeah, that was bad.
But this, what are you doing? Like, What in this episode did you spend your money on? That stupid
And the
grown-up struggle?
fishmen eat fish. That's weird. They bring over that big tub of thing, and they're like, "This is our sustenance," and it's like fucking anchovies.
The only thing in the ocean that eats fish are whales and sharks, right? And they're not fish.
Well, fish eat the fish all the time, but
Really? What fish eats a fish? Salmon don't eat trout. Whales and other predators that aren't classified as
any fish eats smaller fish. Anything smaller than it, they'll put it in its mouth. Fish are dumb.
Yeah, but I mean, like they don't. Like you put if a cow sticks out its tongue and a bird lands on it, it'll eat it too.
Yeah.
Like all herbivores will eat meat if they get the chance. They just don't know how. And I don't think fish actively, instinctually eat other fish. Whales eat other fish.
Because that's how you catch them. That's how you bait them.
Oh shit! It's a minnow. Yeah. Minnow's a fish. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
But I mean, like, as a species that like is sentient and walks and talks.
Well, yeah, that'd be like us eating monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we could.
Yeah, we could. We just don't because it's creepy.
It'd just be weird.
We just totally missed your dying. We're talking about fucking fish.
You know what? Not that big of a miss.
No, yeah.
Sorry, Denise.
Can you bring her back? We'll see.
Not from quitting. Her ROE says quit.
What is the weird birthmark? That's not blood. She wasn't hit in the face.
Kiss of death.
Beep.
Yeah. It's funny how like in the back is just people with sliders like moving shit around.
She has her in a medically induced coma right now. She's keeping her alive with machines. Oh, there's a nurse you never see again.
Yep.
Man, you think with age of how long she's been in Starfleet, she would have just been a doctor by now.
Good nurse, ain't ever gonna make doctor though.
Yeah. You just lack that little bit. 30 years experience in Starfleet? No.
That's one thing that's weird, eh? How they don't recruit nurses into becoming doctors. They just, you have to start the doctor route all the way because it's fucking 8 years. But really, 8 years ain't that fucking long.
And
like if you're doing it piecemeal as you went, let's say you stretch it across 10 years.
if you're doing long-term missions as well, you'd want the, like, by the time you come back, the nurse, you have the lowest nurse by the time you get back to the starbase, she's the doctor now.
Yeah, and your doctor should be on their way to becoming a fucking starship captain. Or
They should have gotten to another ship and went back and started teaching or something administrative, maybe
Yeah.
became an admiral or a
Yeah,
captain, like
yeah.
Crusher does, like get promoted.
Yeah.
Like after you're a doctor in the first year of a 7-year mission, and by the 7th year, you're still the fucking chief
Yeah.
engineer of the Enterprise? No.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
after 2-3 years running a chief engineer of the Enterprise, she's gonna be like, what do you call it, the surgeon fucking general.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'll have options.
It's like
You don't
everybody.
go out in the middle of nowhere with elbow deep in fucking alien guts.
Yeah.
Fucking.
It's like everybody
doing it.
takes Riker's career path.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, I don't want to be promoted. No, I'm gonna stay in the Enterprise. Like, what?
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Your own shit.
God, that looked crappy.
I thought I was supposed to die this episode. Nobody wants to talk to you.
Suction noises.
Mr. Slurp? Is that you? Yeah, it is small in there, eh?
And like the chairs are broken. She's on the floor. So like it doesn't even look like you could stand without bending over in that shuttle. Shuttle?
Shuttle. That's what they call those. So
Yeah.
they quit using them.
No,
Those are the first ones they sent flying and careening into the suns and
you
shit.
requisitioned a shuttle? God damn it! You could have got a shuttle.
This is just like the nickname.
Yeah.
Like Chinook.
Okay, let's think of other medical injuries that were worse than Yar's that they were able to recover from.
Worf's spine being completely pulled out of his body and put in a tank
There's one.
and replaced.
whatever happened to Picard on that planet to put him into like a weird shock coma.
Picard really takes a bunch of shit, doesn't he, when you think about it?
Picard gets stabbed through the heart.
Stabbed through the heart.
Right there. Every person that was assimilated. Way more traumatic than whatever just happened to Yar.
Yeah, it would have been funny if Picard like woke up from being assimilated and was like, that's all you got.
Yeah.
I picked a fight with Nausicaan.
It's the worst sin. I was watching the First Contact Plinkett review again the other day, and they brought that up of why are they killing all these Starfleet officers who were converted into Borg? Like, you've already established that you can save.
Well, I guess the argument would be you can't stun them, you can't hold them.
No, but I mean at this point, you would be developing non-lethal ways to take down the Borg.
And
Just
yeah, but they're
for that fact.
They're struggling so hard just to kill them.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you would want to neutralize that major advantage.
Because
every soldier you lose, they gain.
You got to think about it this way: stun comes after kill.
But that is a game-changing military advancement that would break any. I don't care what your chance all is. If every time you lose a man, the enemy gains a man, you're done. Doesn't matter what kind, you have to stop that from happening. Yeah. And that's what Starfleet should do.
Or even being able to tout yourself as the good guy. Being like, yeah, we're not going to kill you. We're going to stun your guys and capture them all and treat them humanely. Like, that's the whole point of like...
And if anybody is going to fucking negotiate and be a diplomat to the goddamn Borg, it's Picard.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, like, he's the one that's going to be like... He doesn't want to kill the crystalline entity. Like, that's the last thing he wants to do is kill that thing. And he just slaughters all these Borg, like... Borg that he knew. And he did, like, the ensigns on his ship, he shoots point blank.
Like, he might not be able to remember their names anymore because he doesn't have the computer shit in his head, but he knew all the names.
Yeah. At one point, he shook that motherfucker's hand. Yeah, he shook that guy's hand. On his first day on the ship. He said, welcome aboard.
And then forgot that guy's name and didn't remember until he was assimilated. It was half robot.
The most professional Starfleet-like thing Worf ever says. And probably the last time he ever says anything professional.
If anyone's gonna go fight this thing, it's gonna be me.
No, he said, I'm not going. Because you don't plan on fighting the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, now paint this in black goop. Alright.
We gotta film all the shots when it's not covered in black goop first, though.
Yeah.
And then paint it and then shoot all those shots.
And then the bulldozer comes and just runs it all.
Cafeteria trays behind her?
Yeah, it looks like it. With shits glued to them?
Yeah, like Legos glued and then painted. And it looks like the ship has been... Is that rock behind her or is that through the glass?
Yeah,
they buried the ship into the side of a mountain, so the front end of the ship is.
I don't think if that's inside. You're probably right. That's probably transparent aluminum that's outside, but you can still see rock.
Or the hull has been ripped open, and the rock is just poking through.
Well, you think a fucking starship would hopefully be, especially one shaped like an egg, would be a little bit tougher than that.
Yeah. Well, again, I'm surprised it like. Okay, I buy the saucer section skidding along a bunch of trees and surviving, but a shuttlecraft at full speed, crash speed, burying itself into the side of a solid rock.
Exactly, that's the thing. It didn't just like skid across the ground. It fucking hit a fucking rock.
And like, went from Mach 70 to fucking 0. Like, they'd be liquid and the ship would be obliterated. Like,
even if the ship lived, that would mean they were like painted onto the front.
Their bones would be liquid. Like, liquefied Troy bone.
Yeah, the black thing would have had nothing to kill. I wonder how much of a technical feat like that effect was for the time.
Well, for 88, I gotta say I was a little impressed.
Terminator 2?
I was waiting for it.
That's like their rivaling Terminator 2.
Yeah. I missed it actually going on the ship, so I was just waiting for it to move off the ship to make fun of it, and I was like, 88, not bad. So I guess it's going to be next episode when he gets the fancy silver sachet or sash.
Is that how they promote him?
Like, it's just him. It's just him just being fancy.
Yeah, right.
Like, no one gave him permission.
Starfleet doesn't issue that as your rank.
And it's got to be a family thing, right? It's like a coat of arms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, who did it must be like the patriarch of the family or the major, whoever's in charge of the family.
Yeah.
That decides who gets different.
Or
ranks
he's like, I finally get a fucking station on the bridge. Maybe it's a Klingon thing. Maybe it's like if you don't have a station on the bridge, because he's just a security officer technically, right?
Yeah.
So now he's got a station on the bridge. There you go.
Yeah, you're a bridge officer. So there would be the equivalent of a Klingon bridge officer.
Yeah, because like think of like a fucking bird of prey.
It has like 5 guys on the bridge.
Yeah,
and
they would all have the sashes or whatever the fuck. That's what people have to fucking listen to them because there's only 30 guys on the fucking stupid bird of prey.
And the other 15 guys in the engine room or the weapons bay would be wearing the gold ones.
Yeah. And the guys with nothing are the guys who fucking beam aboard and are the raiding parties.
Exactly, yeah. On like a D7 or something.
Yeah. Well, she can't be that bad off if you're talking to her. Or else as soon as you make contact with her to be like, help! Help me! I'm fucking bleeding out! Oh my god, I'm gonna die! These sticks.
For one guy being dead and her just being injured, like that's really both sides of the extreme of a shuttle crash. Like she should be at least broken leg.
Yeah, the investigation into this would be like, what?
Yeah.
Data's like, you're right, but you're just an asshole.
Apparently Gene Roddenberry didn't want them to kill this guy. They wanted to end it with him alive and like
they just leave him there
because that's what humans would do, or the enlightened humans of Star Trek would be like, we have no right to kill you and we can't judge you for killing one of us. Like we're here, we took the risk of coming here.
Yeah.
This is,
you know what they would be though? Like though they'd be like, you know what though? We're fucking setting up a buoy out here, outside of your planet, and nobody's gonna come see you ever.
Oh yeah, they put it on like just outside the solar system.
Yeah.
There's got to be so many of those buoys littered throughout the Federation. Just like, yeah, we went here once and it sucks. Don't go here.
And like different grades.
Yeah.
Like these people are dicks, but they can't outpower you. Like it's obviously not all that fucking powerful. It can't leave the planet. It has to physically move to do things.
Yeah, it's been on this planet forever. It killed everybody on this planet, right? It was like, it's Armageddon. Is it like a...
Yeah, like it touts itself as this fucking amazing being, and they could just be like, we ran into the crystalline entity first fucking day.
Yeah.
First fucking day.
That fucker could do warp. Are you kidding me? Like...
And it ate planets of people. Planet worths of people. Ask this guy.
TNG doesn't do that enough. They have basically the crystalline entity, and that's it. For like giant space beings.
Yeah, meanwhile, the original series was like every fucking month.
The Doomsday Machine, they had that giant like amoeba in space that they fucking tried to fly into.
The like golden glowing orbs thing.
Yeah, the Tolian net.
Yeah,
that's not really a being, but that's like a giant space thing that they gotta fight.
Yeah, they would be talking to this black goop guy and be like, yo, on the scale of things, you ain't shit, buddy. That hurt his feelings more than anything else. You know what would be awesome if the Federation sent their most cynical person to go talk to this thing?
Why don't they just beam up the entire fucking shuttle? Into the cargo bay, into the shuttle bay.
Well, they're having... I think the black thing's fucking shit up, isn't it? Like, because you couldn't communicate with her, so they can't transport.
They can beam down...
Oh, yeah!
Right next to the ship, but they can't beam up the whole goddamn ship.
Oh, yeah, maybe... I don't know, maybe the black thing's fucking...
Well,
the goop thing is fucking stopping it or whatever.
I just forgot about this part. This
is a pretty good one, actually.
Yeah.
You see his face.
How do they do that? Do they have ropes tied to him? That looked really good.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what did he get? Oh, did he? He just dropped his phaser
and kicked it in the goop.
Yeah. Wait a second. Data's in charge now? Oh, I guess right now Crusher and Data are the same rank.
That's cool.
I thought
as a kid that looked amazing to me.
Yeah. I still think one of the best effects is the original Nightmare on Elm Street when Freddy comes through the wallpaper above the bed. It's the most terrifying thing ever, and it's so well done for like what 77 or whatever the fuck that movie came out, 80s. I watched the remake a couple years ago, and they remade that scene.
Yeah.
But instead of having like, they just put a sheet up on a false wall and had fucking England, whatever his name is, fucking stand on the other side and push his face through. This time, they did. Of course, they did it CG, and you're like, okay, that's fine. But they shot themselves in the foot, and instead of doing just a white wall, they did like a plaid wall.
Oh,
so just lines and checkers and shit. Yeah, so like he pushes his face through, and you just laugh. Yeah. It looks so stupid and
the
funny.
point is that it's faceless.
Yeah, like it just doesn't look right.
It's amorphous until it comes out at you.
Yeah, had you done it white and then done it CG, it would have probably looked better.
Yeah.
But it looked worse than just having a sheet. Like, again, it was that time when people everybody used CG, but nobody really knew how to use it. Early aughts.
The misappropriation of CG.
Yeah.
That's like how when those first CG Final Fantasy movies came out, those were like finally finally ready.
They were like on the tip of the Uncanny Valley.
Yeah.
You're almost there.
Yeah.
What was that called? Not Spirits Within.
That was the first fucking movie where I was like, that was all CG that I was like,
yeah, it was actually Spirits Within is the future one, right? They have like spacecraft and alien, they're attacking them and shit.
Oh, I thought that was the one where the motorcycle. Oh, I'm thinking Akira.
Akira?
The motorcycles?
That's animated. It's not CG.
Which is the CG one where they're riding fucking motorcycles in a valley and shit? It was a Final Fantasy one. They're like hover bikes?
It's not the Final Fantasy 7 one.
I forget. Anyways.
No, yeah, you're right. Final Fantasy. It's the Final Fantasy 7 one. There's a whole scene where he's driving the motorcycle.
Yeah.
He has the sword.
Yeah.
He's fighting on the highway. Yeah. I can't remember if that's Spirits Within though.
I don't think so. I think it's one of the sequels.
It's Final Fantasy 7. The Spirits Within.
There's the book.
Well, it's the only direct sequel to the game that actually has the characters from Final Fantasy VII. The rest of them are just like made-up worlds that are Final Fantasy VII. Because none of the games actually connect.
God damn it, why can't we have a fucking medikit like fucking Crusher does?
I can't believe we don't have a tricorder.
We have like, I know, right? We have all this money invested in a fucking weapons when we could be fucking... Take this money and put it into medicine. Do you know how many fucking countries you could just win over with cultural influence? Be like, this and this? Yeah, we cured those.
Advent Children is what you're talking about, yeah. But yeah, Spirits Within had like... Advent Children was like almost both animated and CG. They mixed them, but the Spirits Within went total CG. They went full CG, and it's like... It's that weird... It's like Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow. Like, everything looks fake, but like you can really kind of see it. It's like total Uncanny Valley. Like, you can't... It's creepy.
Man, TV really underutilizes their actors, eh?
Well, I think one of the major problems with Star Trek is the size of the cast. You have to leave out whole characters for some episodes.
Yeah, that's true. Which is fine. Like, imagine like that's what your weekends were as the as a production crew.
Imagine,
like, it was just a constant rotation. Like, oh, you're in this weekend, you're in this week, blah blah blah. Like,
but imagine Babylon or Battlestar Galactica, the new one, if you didn't see a character in one episode. Like, they never did that.
Yeah.
Like, you saw everybody.
Well, they're spending money, right?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they can afford to pay everybody on staff to be on every episode.
Because
Wesley's not in this episode.
Brent Spinner and fucking like Patrick Stewart, LeVar Burton, they're all fucking amazing. Like, look at their fucking careers after that.
Well, LeVar Burton had already been in like roots and a bunch of shit. Like he'd already been established.
Like
as a
the amount
actor.
of talent levels that they're putting into one show, into a fucking that's supposed to be a hokey sci-fi show. Like
and Jean-Luc or Patrick Stewart was huge in like Shakespearean shit.
Yeah,
like the rest of them, God fucking knows what their background is in acting.
Well, probably like normal theater, like fucking Atticus Finch and all that shit.
Yeah,
American stuff.
I don't think anybody
Shit
else
that
is
you
a
do
theater.
in high school.
I think I've heard Patrick Stewart say that he was the only like classically trained actor.
Classically, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, he does Shakespeare and all those things like we do in this country because we're from Britain, right?
Yeah.
But the Americans do all their own stuff because fuck the English, right? That's where fucking Gates McFadden and all that she would have been.
Yeah, they went to like film school or like acting school or something like that.
Yeah, theater classes.
Or is Juilliard an English thing?
Music.
Juilliard's music. Right. Yeah, that poor bastard in that suit. That must have been horrible. Acting this shit out.
Oh, they actually had to put it on him.
Yeah.
That wasn't just the stunt double.
Fucking worst day Jonathan Frakes ever had on the set.
Never again. I want that written in my contract next year. We've only got, what, 3 more episodes left?
I'm growing a beard so you can't cover my face in shit anymore.
I'm going full on mustache rides.
Riker and Data gave it a volley of phaser fire after it killed Yar, right? They pulled out their phasers and fired twice at it. Why are they still carrying around phasers? I guess it's standard.
Yeah, because especially like after Data points the phasers at their own guys, you'd be like, yeah, we're not even going to give it to you as an option. Oh, I guess nobody knows about Data's off switch yet either, eh? That's like season way later.
Yeah, but again, one of those tiny little things that Star Trek says that I choose to ignore.
That Data has an off switch?
Stupidest thing ever.
Right in the middle of his back?
Yeah, that's so anybody can sneak up on.
Whenever you're going to get hit by something, that's what you point towards it?
Yeah.
At least take it to my fucking back.
It's like having a off command word.
Yeah.
Like occasionally somebody will just say that word.
That's what it would be, right?
No, but that doesn't make any sense either, because somebody could just randomly be talking out of context, and then he hears that word and just keels over like a fucking tree.
Yeah.
What? You think there'd be some safety switches?
Sue would make it like fucking Hitler was right or something, or like fucking. What's something people in the future would never say? You Klingon bastards, you killed my son.
It really shows how heartless these people are by caring about Tasha so much, because how many red shirts have died so far in the series? This is episode 22.
Yeah.
So there's been like at least a dozen red shirts just keel over and die, and nobody gives a fuck. There's no memorial. Picard gets all pissed off at whatever alien for 10 seconds, and then fucking the episode moves on.
Really, what you never see is the Federation acts the same way as the Borg. They just vaporize their fucking dead.
Yeah. Well, you gotta assume that's what happened. Like, if they fire... Standard Starfleet burial procedures is fire them into the sun.
Yeah.
So if you're on a planet, that's gotta be what they do, right? It's all cremation. They're not wasting time burying bodies anymore.
Yeah, especially if you don't believe in souls.
Yeah. And it's just, what's the population of goddamn Earth at this point? 100 billion? Yeah. There's so much space that'd be wasted if you had cemeteries still. Like, no. There are no burial grounds.
Did you know that originally cemeteries were supposed to become parks? The whole point of cemeteries were you had the tombstones, and when the cemetery got full, you took all the tombstones out, and it became a park. And because the town was supposed to grow during that time period around it, and then you turned it into a park, and then you moved you made a new cemetery on the new edge of town. Yeah. But they abandoned the idea because people are stupid, and they're like, "Oh, I want to go visit my great-great-aunt 30 years later, or like when I'm 104, I want to see my what? Yeah. Fuck off. Quit visiting the cemetery 50 years after somebody's died. Well, some people didn't want to fucking go... Some people thought that hanging out in cemeteries was morbid, when it wasn't originally morbid at all. Like,
No.
the original intention wasn't fucking morbid. It was like, no, you deal with death.
It's a public place.
We deal with death as we do with life. Like, was the point. Like,
it's a public place that has trees.
Yeah.
Just in case there's bodies buried underneath those trees. Who cares?
Shit dies all the time.
Yeah. I always thought that you should do. They should eventually, at a certain point, after a cemetery gets filled up, I guess, turn them into publicly owned golf courses.
Oh yeah.
Raise money for the city, and then you make them cheaper than these stupid, what do you call them, private clubs.
Yeah, the private.
And then like normal
the country clubs.
Yeah, the people who like playing golf and only pay,
but
don't
want to pay all the time.
Yeah. They're just like, oh fuck, I golf more, but I can't afford a membership, so I only go like 3 or 4 times a year.
Yeah.
And we do like around like 18, like me and like 6 friends do 18 rounds or whatever, like once a month during the summer. You get all those people. They'd all sign up for a public golf course that was half the price of a. And then you don't waste all that fucking land, because who wants to live on bodies?
Yeah,
Nobody wants to live on a house that's built on a cemetery.
There's like a million obstacles.
Yeah. And I can
mini putt instead.
Yeah. I can understand. I can also understand not wanting to go to a park that has a bunch of dead bodies under it. That wouldn't stop me from going to the park. That would actually be an incentive for me to go to that park. I'd be like, fucking hey, yeah, I'm gonna have a picnic on top of fucking a bunch of people's grandfathers. That's awesome. But it's stupid to do park. They should have seen that coming. They should have seen that the normal person doesn't want to visit a park that has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bodies buried underneath it. But you could do something with that fucking land.
Yeah, see, they fucking are leaving him, and that's their punishment for it to him, and it's actually getting to him. So really,
we'll leave you here alone and blah blah blah.
They could just get the Federation's most cynical person and put him in orbit and have it and chat with the fucking thing and drive him insane.
So I guess Ron Berry got his way. He was like, yeah, I don't kill this guy.
Yeah, I guess it would be like how it should have ended. They would just like phaser blast that fucking
like
part of the
cutting from the grease monster and then
they
killed him. They fired a torpedo, killed him.
Oh, the shuttlecraft's been destroyed.
Oh, okay, that probably didn't do anything to the alien. Anyway, cutting from the oil monster right to this awesome CG remastered view really just threw me through a loop. I was like, oh my god, I almost got a headache seeing that. Yeah, okay, the only good part about the episode, and it's kind of cheesy, but do they do this for every red shirt that dies?
No. God, no. I guess this is the replacement to the fucking torpedo room ceremony.
And like, did you not know Tasha at all? You just booted up like the standard cemetery.
Yeah, she came from like Rape Planet of Abused Children.
Like, but there's got to be a place that she like is special in her heart, like Starfleet Academy maybe.
And especially when you're going out to known dangerous places, they would sort that shit out ahead of time.
But I mean, like Yara escaped the Rape Planet and then showed up at Starfleet Academy. That would be like going to utopia for her.
Yeah, no shit.
Like she would have like places in San Francisco that were like her favorite places and stuff, and that's where she would want to be buried or whatever.
The only right she would know is the direction.
Yeah.
She would know what rights were at all.
This bottom stripe on Wesley's shirt is green.
That was different?
It's not blue.
It's a special funeral fucking sweater.
Is it just been weirdly shot and the light
No,
is
it
saturated?
flips over, eh? From the one side? Because they twisted the shoulders?
Yes, but I thought it was blue, red, yellow. It's red, yellow, green.
I don't know, it's green. I think you were right. I thought it was blue, red, yellow. I have made a terrible decision to quit this show.
The bullshit Wikipedia said these were real tears.
Yeah, people can write whatever they want.
Yeah. See? That's fucking green.
Oh.
You can just tell
Probably
because
the same
she's
sweater,
standing right next to the blue.
Maybe it's because of all the fucking lighting in the room. You never get to see it.
Yeah,
like,
because
Because right now they've got like fucking 500 watts of lights on them.
Yeah, the bullshit bridge lighting makes it look blue, bro.
She's not crying, she's actually just sweating.
I thought her and Crusher was besties. Did you guys ever talk outside of work?
Troy and Crusher?
Troy and
Yar.
Crusher are besties.
Yeah.
Yar and Troy.
Arme.
Yeah.
Well, she's like a dude, right? So.
And that's what I mean, like tomboy and like
Yeah.
princess. don't usually become friends. They're usually the girls that hate each other.
Yeah, she's
Fierce
got
what?
devotion or whatever the fuck.
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Fierce devotion to what? What are you
Jobber.
basing all these descriptions off of?
Actually, well, I was gonna say, it's because she's got some baggage already with a dead fucking husband
Yeah.
and the fucking kid and the guy who killed her husband.
Yeah.
According to our lore, anyways.
Yeah. Well, no, that's
Our
straight
made-up
up,
lore.
that's straight up quite canon.
Oh,
He
is
just says, hey, he killed, he might have, that's
well, he
true
didn't
again.
kill him, but he's responsible.
He's responsible for his death, and a quick way of saying that is he killed him.
Ipso facto,
Yeah.
he killed him.
What we made up was the fact that Wesley is Picard's kid.
Oh yeah. The seed.
Which that is, in my mind, total canon.
It's such a better story.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, his eyes are super fucking lit too.
Yeah, they look a little bright because of the whole blue sky and crazy lighting they have on this.
Blue sky shining
Again,
at me.
I wish I could say, but I've never had one. No, he never treated you like a daughter. That is not Picard's style. He is the most professional captain ever.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be. You would never want to be like. Nobody would ever say, "I would want to be Picard's kid."
No.
Like,
And that's the worst part about the movies is how he becomes such a family sentimental man on a dime like that.
You he treats people more like a drill sergeant.
Yeah,
like
he spent 7 years
you
being
only
most
deal with drill
professional-
sergeants as an adult.
Yeah, professional, most distant person. Like he doesn't get attached. He barely has sex the entire 7 years. I think occasionally. I think there's 2 girls that
Vash and fucking
the doctor girl that beams down to the planet. Yeah, the girl
the
plays piano.
fake flute scene.
The flute and the piano scene. Yeah, and he's that no. And then all of a sudden he cares about his stupid nephew and fucking uncle, or his nephew dies in a fire at the beginning of Generations.
Oh yeah.
And he's all upset about it. You've met that kid once, Picard. Stop crying these crocodile tears.
Yeah,
for this
right.
fucking kid you've met once.
To his brother that he doesn't really like that much.
You guys aren't pen pals. You guys aren't doing subspace communications.
Yeah, they fucking fist fight each other.
The last time you talked to your goddamn brother was when you were in the mud with him. Years before that.
And the only reason they quit fighting was because they're old men and their fucking testosterone.
They
levels
got
were
tired.
dwindling.
They were both going to have collective heart attacks. They had to stop. Yeah, that's what happens
Android,
at funerals. You think of your
she's
mortality.
dead.
Yeah, you think of your mortality, you think about yourself. You're like, fucking, what is it? From Platoon? Not Platoon. Full Metal Jacket. Better you and me.
That's more like life in general.
Yeah. And anybody who says they don't think at a funeral better you and me, at least once, fucking liar.
Because it is the fact of the situation.
Yes.
Learning to deal with that is important.
Alright.
There
That
we
was
go.
a great one. I like talking about the fucking shitty episode. Those are really good ones. So let's see here. Just do a quick update. I think there's 3 episodes left we have to watch.
Well, I said 3. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 3.
Just guessing.
We'll always have Paris. That's a... Oh, is that shitty scene when he goes into the holodeck and he goes to Paris because, the last time I was going to meet that girl, just before I was shipped off.
Yeah.
It's like a World War II fucking bullshit.
Romance story.
Yeah. And he, the creepiest thing in the world. There should be total, either there's no limits on the holodeck or there's restrictions. If you say, hey, Ensign Dickhead from Deck 4, the girl I passed yesterday, you want to make a replicator in the holodeck computer, please? The computer should just go, no, you creep fuck.
Yeah.
No, I'll make up a fake fictitious character for you to fuck, but I'm not cloning a fucking crew member so you can fuck them.
I can make with the same hair color, eye color, blah,
yeah,
blah, blah.
You're
not
style.
going the same.
Yeah, your type. I'll make you your type,
type.
but I'm not putting Captain Picard in here so you can butt fuck him in the holodeck.
Yeah.
And that's what Picard does. He's like, oh, you remember that girl I knew? I want to have a talk.
Like, that's fucked up.
It's weird.
That's
so
like
weird.
That's where Troy would get a
And
fucking
even-
notice.
Yeah, you should get like a Google alert or something from the computer saying this guy's being creepy. What's his name? Jordy does it on several occasions, and he does it legitimately.
Oh yeah, with that chick on the starbase.
He does it.
Utopia Planitia.
He does it to help him solve a problem.
Utopia Planitia?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that built the Enterprise. He gets the hologram to do an exact replica of her and her mind, creates a sentient fucking being on the holodeck of basically a clone of this girl, and the computer is just fine with it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, go ahead. He's not intentionally wants to screw this like fake sex doll.
Yeah, that'd be like
but
if there's a guy that wants to go on the holodeck and be like, line up 30 babies so I can shoot them.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong. I'm
Like-
all for sex in the holodeck. There's guaranteed there's a crew member that's sole job is mopping up the cum in that place. But you can't do it to somebody you know. Like, that's just creepy.
Like, shoot all the Nazis and robots you want, but
Yes.
the person who's like out there strangling babies in the holodeck.
There's
needs
that
fucking
episode
help.
episode of Tuvok where he's strangling Neelix over and over again on the fucking holodeck.
Right? That
Deal with
should have
that
been a
shit.
fucking like.
That should not be able to happen. The holodeck should just not be able to do that for you. It just says no.
It should've-
Sorry.
it
Go to the
should've made-
counselor. You should have set up an appointment to the counselor if you try to do
It
that.
should have created like 30 Neelixes that hold him there until fucking.
Security counts. He gets him on a couch so he can talk to somebody about his feelings.
Or yeah, it generates a Freud with a couch.
Yeah, immediately.
Have a seat.
He doesn't even say anything. He just like immediately puts the therapy
locks the
program.
doors.
Yeah, it locks the doors and puts you into fucking Freud's fucking office. God. Yeah, all right. Yeah, 3 episodes left. I think the next episode is. That's what I wanted to say. I wanted to give a guess. Oh, I already fucking exited. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for joining us, and thank you, Dave, for joining me again.
Indeed.
And you guys have a good one.